Alright guys, KFARR back again once again. So if you could tell, don't know if you can or not, turned off my AC. Hopefully that will solve my mic problems. Anywho, this lady's going to go full SovCit. Less than a minute into the video. We're going to try some new things today. Hopefully you guys enjoy it.
Young lady, Officer Banks, Golf Breeze Police Department. I'm pulling you over. You're doing 54 and a 35. Any reason for that speed tonight?
Where's the 35?
Before you got off the bridge, and as soon as you came off the bridge. All this is 35.
I was going 40, I thought.
Nope. You got your license, registration, proof of insurance.
You don't have to have a license to drive a car.
Yes, you do.
You do not.
15-7, 41 with me. Ma'am, step out the vehicle. Step out the vehicle.
Am I a crime?
Yeah, you are being detained right now. Step out the vehicle, young lady.
I know my rights.
Either you step out the vehicle or I will remove you from the vehicle.
I know my rights.
15-7, sovereign supervisor, sovereign citizen.
Did you hear what I said? You need to get a supervisor out here right now.
No, you need to step out the vehicle right now. Young lady, step out the vehicle. Step out the vehicle. Last time I'm going to ask you. I'm going to ask, and then I'm going to make you step out the vehicle.
You're going to get me a supervisor out here right now.
No, you're going to step out the vehicle right now.
You are going to get me a supervisor out here right now.
That's fine.
I know my rights.
What right is that?
I do not have to have a driver's license to drive a car. I am not, this is not a commercial vehicle.
Okay.
Okay, so I know what you're thinking. Why was Hendrick versus Maryland on the screen? Well, I'll feed you, baby birds. So we're just going to read the summary. It held that it is an acceptable exercise of a state's police power to require licensing of their drivers and registering of vehicles, and to charge a reasonable fee to implement these requirements. So clearly she doesn't know her rights. Because to me that reads, yes, they can require you to have a license and a registration to drive a vehicle. We'll talk about the Black's Law Dictionary part near the end of the video.
I know my rights.
Okay.
Very well.
That's what you want to stick with?
Call a supervisor.
Okay.
Right now.
All right.
Right now.
Or else what?
I know my rights.
If I don't call a supervisor, or else what?
I guess we're not going to go anywhere then.
Okay.
Continue, 10-5.
So just hold it for me and go and give me the channel.
You need to get a supervisor out here.
Our channel want to be 1033.
That can educate you on what the law is.
Okay. He could educate me on what the law is. What? So do you have an ID or you have a driver's license?
No, I don't have a driver's license on me.
Okay. Do you have one issued to you?
In Mississippi.
In Mississippi. So why would you need a driver's license to drive on the road if you don't need a license?
That was years ago.
Oh, so what year is this?
What year was the ID issued? I hope that's your supervisor.
You hope it is?
I really do. Yes, I do.
Okay.
What is your name and badge number?
I already told you my name. It's Officer Banks.
What is your badge number?
It's Officer Banks.
Are you failing to...
Are you failing to give me your driver's license?
I don't have to give you a driver's license to drive a car. This is not a commercial vehicle.
Okay.
I'm not driving. I'm traveling.
Okay.
I have all the laws back here.
Okay. So you're not going to give me a driver's license?
I'm not going to give you a driver's license. I don't have to give you a driver's license.
Okay.
I'm traveling. I don't have to have a driver's license to drive a vehicle.
Okay. And what state is that?
Any state. It's common law, natural law.
Okay.
Constitutional law.
Okay.
You need to get a supervisor out here.
I do?
Yes.
Okay. So what law?
Your supervisor.
So just like I'm requesting your driver's license.
Well, I'm sorry, I don't have to have a driver's license to drive a vehicle.
It's a nice speech, but you're still not coming in.
Okay. Sorry, Turner. A, she won't identify. She won't produce a driver's license. She's doing
I am,
58.
yes.
Okay, I do not have to have a driver's license to drive a vehicle.
Let my officer speak first, then I'll speak to you.
Her vehicle stopped for speeding. 54 and 35 coming off the bridge. She asked me where the speed limit was, saying that it's before she got off the bridge. She actually did a U-turn. We were in the 35 zone. We pull over here. I introduced myself. I said, any reason why we're driving this fast? And I said, you got your license. She immediately goes into, I don't need a license to drive the vehicle.
Okay.
And then she said, I am traveling.
Okay. So, you do need a license to drive a vehicle. And you do have to identify yourself to these officers.
I do not have to have a license to drive a vehicle.
Yes, you do.
I do not.
So for those of you who aren't quite familiar with the right to travel, I'm going to throw you a case. I'm going to butcher it. It looks like Sinise versus Roe. It's from 99. I will read you the majority opinion on this. Yes, it did grant the right to travel, but nowhere near in the context that sovereign citizens take it. It basically said there's 3 components to the right to travel. The right to enter one state and leave another. Doesn't have anything to do with the driver's license. Component 2, the right to be treated as a welcome visitor rather than a hostile stranger. Doesn't have anything to do with a driver's license. And 3, for those who want to become permanent residents, the right to be treated equally to native-born citizens. Again, absolutely nothing to do with driver's license. So I don't really know. They see right to travel and go, that gives me the right to drive. This has nothing to do with it. It looks like it has something to do with receiving benefits from the state, even though you just moved to that state. So again, 0 to do with driver's license, and we're moving on.
You're wrong, but okay.
I know common law, natural
I don't
law,
care about common law.
constitutional
You're in the
I
state
know
of
that
Florida.
You don't,
You're in the
because
state of
in Canada
Florida.
law.
You're in the state of
It
Florida.
doesn't matter in what state
It does
I'm in.
matter.
I'm in the U.S.
It does matter. So you better hope the information you gave us comes back as to being you. So at this point in time, I need you to shut the vehicle off and step out of the car.
I'm not getting out of the vehicle.
You're going to get out of the car.
I haven't been suspected of a crime.
You are being legally stopped on a traffic stop. You are not being
This is a terrorist
cooperative.
stop.
It is not a Terry stop.
What
Trust
crime
me,
am
I know the
committing?
difference. You were speeding.
Speeding
Turn the
is a
vehicle
crime.
off and get out of the car. Out of the car now. Undo the
Let me
seatbelt.
turn the vehicle off.
Turn it off now.
Officer Schaefer, unbuckle her. So that's it.
Put all that down.
Step out, turn around, face away from me. Turn around, face away
Turn
from me.
around.
I do not have to have a driver's license to drive a vehicle.
Yes, you do.
No, I do not.
Well, then you can tell that to the judge if you end up going to jail.
I do not have to have a driver's license to drive a vehicle. I have all the laws right there.
I
in the
don't
back
care
of my
what I don't
car.
care what laws you say you
I
have.
know that you don't care because you're
Then
you're supposed to be a police
then
officer,
you should
a
know
peace
that
officer.
this is that you should know that this conversation's over then.
Right, because you don't care about the laws. You don't care about our rights. That's the problem.
Have a seat.
I need to call.
Have a seat.
I need to call somebody. Yes, I do.
You call somebody from Santa Rosa County Jail.
Excuse me.
You call somebody from Santa Rosa County Jail, you're under arrest.
I live right down there.
Where's your ID out of, or your license out of?
Mississippi.
I just thought you didn't have one. You
Sir,
just said you don't need one.
This is ridiculous.
It's not ridiculous. We're not
Yes,
going
it
to play
is.
any of these games with you tonight.
It's not a game. This is my rights as a,
It's not
as a
your rights.
citizen.
It's not your rights.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. You're in the state of Florida. The state of Florida requires you to have a driver's
No,
license
it-
to operate a motor
no,
vehicle.
Sir, it doesn't matter what state I'm in.
See, that's your problem is you say it doesn't matter, but it does. In
the
this
laws
country,
in
it
my
does.
car.
I don't care about what laws you say
Sir,
you have.
You should care about the
I
laws and the
don't,
rights
but
of citizens. You're a
We
peace
know your
officer.
rights. We know your rights.
No, you
You
don't.
don't
I
know
know
your
my-
rights.
yes,
No,
I
you
do.
don't.
Yes, I do.
Because if you knew your rights, you knew or you would know and should know that you must have a driver's license to operate a motor vehicle. And
I've
if I
been
find
this
out
through
that
cops.
if I find out that you are not giving us the right information to
I
identify
gave the
you,
right information. Why would I
you-
do that? I'm trying to use my rights as a legal citizen. Why
why
would I
would you do that? Well, you would do that because you don't have a valid driver's license.
I don't have a valid driver's license. I don't have to have a valid driver's license.
You do.
No, I do not.
Okay.
I do not.
Then we'll let the judge determine that.
We will let you can't arrest me. I haven't done anything wrong.
We can arrest you.
No, you can't.
If you don't have a valid driver's license, we most certainly can.
Can I please call my
No.
mother?
You cannot.
Why?
Because you don't need to call you. Are you an adult?
Yes.
Then why do you need to call your mother?
To come and get me from jail since I'm being illegally detained.
You will be able to call her once you get there.
Can I at least lock my car?
We will make sure it is secure.
What are you going to do with my car?
Probably tow it
Why?
because you are driving without a license.
I don't have to have a license to drive. That is commercial driving.
It is not commercial driving.
Yes, it is.
All right, guys, we are in the sovereign citizen bubble bursting business, and business is good. So we're going to go over driver in Black's Law Dictionary, 2nd edition. That's the free version online, so that's why they use it. Driver, 1, employed in conducting a coach, carriage, wagon, or other vehicle with horses, mules, or other animals, or a bicycle, tricycle, or motor car. Motor car again, though not a street railroad car. Obviously, you can't drive a street railroad car just randomly. So keep an eye on the word employed. So we're going to jump to Black's Law Dictionary 2nd edition and look up employed. This signifies both the act of doing a thing and being under contract or orders to do it. So yeah, you're driving a vehicle. You're doing a thing. And you're basically ordering it to do it. It is what it is. Now we're going to go look at employ, just a regular old dictionary. To put something to use or service. Well, even by today's definition, sovereign citizens are still wrong. Even Black's Law Dictionary, the newer editions, had to use a different word because sovereign citizens, in their stupidity, were trying to do this. So they said, we're gonna cut that out just so they can't be confused anymore. So there's that.
Ma'am, I'm telling you right now. No, stop. I'm telling you, didn't piss us off.
I
Okay.
obviously have, because y'all are
No.
detaining me illegally.
No, you're being arrested. Is what's happening. And you have not pissed us off. We are doing our job.
No,
Whether you
you're
agree or not doesn't matter. It's a
You
mute
take
point.
orders from the top. You don't know the laws and the rights. Law
We
is
do. We do.
canon law.
We do.
Sergeant Turner.
And in this country, what laws do we follow?
Canon law. Y'all follow canon law. We follow
The rest of
natural
it.
law.
Who is
common
we?
law.
Who is we? Who's we? Tell me who we is.
Police officers.
No,
not
police
peace
officers. We are police officers. We're not peace officers. We're police officers.
Yes, I know that now.
So then your argument just needs to stop and you just need to sit there quietly.
Alright, for those of you out there who didn't know what canon law was, well, neither did I, so I had to Google it. Canon law, from ancient Greek, is a set of ordinances and regulations made by the church leadership for the government of a Christian organization or church and its members. So, moral of the story is that is not applicable whatsoever to this situation. Another sovereign citizen who happens to be a dum-dum.
Sergeant Turner, please
Yes.
just let me go home.
No,
Why?
because you do not have a valid driver's license and you have done nothing but give my officers a hard time during this entire
Try
ordeal.
and tell you that I have rights.
You don't know your rights,
I haven't
clearly.
been ugly to y'all. I haven't yelled at you.
You
or
have
ran
not
away.
been cooperative.
I haven't been cooperative. In what?
Not
Silent?
at all.
Just go with it,
No, just be honest.
Sergeant. Please.
You don't have a license.
Okay, I'll never drive again.
Yes, you will, because you believe you don't have to have a license.
I'll go get a driver's license tomorrow.
Well, wait a minute. Now you're telling me that you'll go get a license,
Because you're
but
telling
yet
me
you
that I have no
believe
choice.
you don't. That's correct. You have no choice.
Sergeant Turner,
So
please
this
just let
is
me
the
go
no.
home.
This is the road that's being taken, and this is what's going to happen.
It's in the bag right there. It should be in the bag right there.
You failed to appear on a court appearance for what was it? Expired license. So your Mississippi driver's license is expired.
And for the registration.
Okay, and the registration. So you had a court date that you missed. Do you remember that?
No, I don't.
You don't, or you choose not to?
No, sir. I would not lie to you. I don't lie. I do not remember that.
Oh god, if you guys remember from the first 13 minutes of this video, she said multiple times that she doesn't need a license to drive, which is a lie. So, debunked again. Sorry, sovereign citizen.
Okay, well, you do have a warrant out of Santa Rosa County. So
We're
regardless,
in Santa Rosa County.
you're in Santa Rosa County. Do you not know where you live?
I just moved here. My
When?
mother lives on High Point.
When did you move here?
About 2 months ago from Pascagoula, Mississippi.
Okay. And you don't know what county you live in now after
No,
2 months.
I don't. That's not something I use often. What county I live in.
Okay. Well, you are going to jail tonight.
Well, thank you, Sergeant Turner.
You're welcome. I can do that too. I can stare at you.
You know that you are doing the wrong thing.
Nope, I
Y'all
know.
could let me go and handle my warrant tomorrow,
No, we can't.
right? Because y'all have something to prove.
I don't have anything to prove. My officer certainly doesn't have anything to prove. But what
Can I
we
please
want
just
you to
call my mother?
understand is there are laws that you have to follow. Whether you agree with them or not is a moot point. Because if you choose not to follow them and you continue to act like this and do this, you're just going to constantly be going to jail. Is that what you really want?
I'm not acting like or doing anything like.
You told us that you don't have to have a driver's license to drive. And clearly you do.
Can I please call my
No,
mother?
you will be able to call your mother from the jail.
Please let me go ahead and call her so
No.
she can head there. She's
No.
sleeping, please.
By the time you get booked in and everything, it'll be early enough in the morning. You can call her and she'll probably be getting up.
This is gonna
So
take
why-
hours.
It's not going to take hours, but it's going to take some
Sergeant
time.
Turner, please. Can you just
The
give
answer
me that
is no.
All right, guys. So for what she, I believe, is convicted with at the end of the day, she's going to be there for more than just a couple hours. So just know that.
You got some karma.
I'm not worried about my karma.
I know. I know.
You're one of those.
No, you know what I'm actually worried about? People like
You're
you
actually worried
who
about
think that
getting your
laws
quota.
don't. No, there is no quota.
There
It's
are
people
laws
like
that
you
don't
who
matter.
believe that laws don't pertain to them. And that's just
They
not
don't.
the case.
They don't.
Then enjoy spending a lifetime in and out of jail. Because
I've
that is
never
what
been
will
to jail.
happen.
Though it won't actually.
If you continue to act like this and do this, it will.
I'm not acting like anything. I'm
Then
telling
I would
you that
suggest moving
what my
back to
rights
Mississippi.
are. I'm not moving back to Mississippi.
Then if
either.
you stay living here and driving a car without getting a valid driver's license, that is what is going to happen.
You do not have to have a driver's license to drive a vehicle. I've already been through roadblocks with state troopers with this.
Then they're not very good state troopers.
Yes, they are, because they know their rights. And they know the law.
No. If they let you through with this garbage, they're not.
This is not garbage.
It's garbage.
Have you done any research into it?
More than you will ever know.
Okay,
You're not
well,
the
then you
first
would know
one.
It's not garbage.
You're not the first person I've run across that thinks this way. And,
yeah, I know.
And
we're a problem right
those
now.
other people went to jail too.
Good. You know,
It's not
it
good.
doesn't change
It shouldn't
the fact
happen.
that I do not have to have a driver's license to drive a vehicle. I do not. I'm not a commercial driver. I'm not driving people around. I'm traveling. That is considered a part of my home. And I do not have to have a driver's license to drive a vehicle.
I suppose you don't have to have a registration either.
No.
Your tag's expired.
Okay. You know who I am. You run my tag.
So here's what I am curious about. Because you're right. I do want to know more. Is that your car?
Yes, that's my
So
car.
you're the registered owner of that car.
Yes.
So at one point it had a valid tag and registration.
Right. Because if I rode around without any tag, that would just be asking for trouble.
So instead, you're okay just riding around with an illegal expired tag.
It's not illegal.
So you're basically masking the fact that you don't believe the laws apply to you.
I have to do whatever I have, run through these hoops that y'all put us through just to get by.
You mean these? Yes. Where's the gun in the car?
The gun?
Mm-hmm.
There's no gun in that car.
There seems to be ammo.
The gun's in a pawn shop.
When did you pawn it?
Like 2 months ago.
So why are you still just carrying around ammo?
I didn't know that ammo was in there. What's wrong with carrying around ammo? What can I do with it without a gun?
Nothing. All right, is wrong with it. But if there's ammo, normally there's a gun. And since the vehicle's being towed, we want to keep the gun in safekeeping.
That's the end of the video. I'm not going to make you suffer through any more of her nonsense. I don't want to suffer through any more of her nonsense. It's already like a 20-something minute video. It is what it is. So, sovereign citizens, listen to me. Your vehicle is not a toaster. Your vehicle is not a microwave. Stop referring to it as such, because it's just not. Stop. Bad comparison. Right after this, they found some things in her car. We're going to go over that. Also, I think it's funny, if there was a weapon in the car, that would have just added on to the nonsense of this stop. So, they went back to the vehicle right after they just talked to her right there. Found a bag of cocaine in her car. On top of that, like I said, I believe she was convicted for these things. Operating a motor vehicle without a valid license and driving under the influence of alcohol or drugs. So, yeah, she's not going anywhere anytime soon. It's definitely not going to be like a few hours and her mom can come pick her up. And her bond was set for $11,500. So yeah, she's not having a good time. That's the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Have a good rest of your day. Peace.